This is Griffin Myers presenting you for the next couple of minutes or so our Flappy Birds assignment. This is assignment 1, Flappy Bird, the reward update. So, let's see, to get started, we were to randomize the gap between pipes, the vertical space. So it's no longer hard-coded for 90. So, yeah, so how I ended up tackling this, if you will. So I actually got rid of the 90 and set up my two minimum, or I should say a minimum and a max for the pipe generation. And then you can see here, I made comments so that you could always know which part of the assignment we're on. But here I actually did a randomizing to that minimum and max, minimum. And I find that just gives you a good variation with these two variables of size, like distance in between. And next, let's see, we're supposed to do the interval of which pipes spawn. So in the play state, I created a pipe spawner randomizer. This was a spawn timer that I did with random math again. This gives you a 0 to 1, I believe. So then I didn't really like that because that's not too random. So then I times that by 1.6 and then add another 1.1. You can play with these variables, but yeah, I found that this worked pretty good, or at least gave us a pretty good gameplay for pipes, for spacing. Let's see. Oh yeah, in here. So just so you know, I'll get to the scrolling. But yeah, so the spawning pipes right here. So I just had the self timer go is greater than the spawn timer for the pipes. And then here again, let's see. Where is it? Right here. So yeah, when it's reset that spawn timer so that it goes back to its initial state. So let's see. I believe that's it for the spawn timer. Yeah. And then, yeah, for the third objective specification, when you enter a score state, we give them a medal. So let's just show you how I did that. Let's go over to the score state. So yeah, for in this instance, I set self recognition, created some graphics. I took a while to find PNGs, honestly, online. So if anyone else has any other links, let me know. This would help me a lot. I ended up creating my own folder, which you don't necessarily have to do for the images I uploaded. And that way I could just keep track of the ones I was using and working, if they worked or not, or if there's any sort of rendering issues. So there was that. And then, let's see, down here, for A3, yep. So here is where I create some variables, local ones, so that way it only stays true to this. Then set score values for that, for gold, silver, and bronze. And then if the medal is valid, then we apply it. So if you get a medal from your score, from the parameter score up here that was already coded for you, here's what I'm spitting out. So that was pretty clean. And then lastly, for number 4, let's see. Oh, the pause feature. So yeah, so a lot of things were about scrolling and looping in this game. I actually had an issue with the pause because I tried to make a pause state, and with that state, I found that the pipes were actually being rendered in the play state. So I was having issues trying to match the pause state with the rendering state of play for the pipes. So I just ended up creating the pause settings in the play state. But yeah, you can see right here is where I use my music, which again, I put mine in my own folder so that way everyone knows it's mine. Easy for me to tracking. Also, I set the pause music to looping. I thought that would be a lot better since it's only like a 10-second or something pause sound. And let me see if there's anything else. I think the other ones are on the pipe pair or play state. So yes, now this gets into where we were talking about the scrolling feature. Now, I in order to implement the pause, I had to kind of turn it on so if it's scrolling or if it's not scrolling. And then if it's scrolling, render all this stuff. And if it's not, we'll pause it. So here's that. Yeah, I just pretty much said all that. Let's see. Here is the game pause status. Now I'm also queued in my music as well. So I pause the music if it's no longer scrolling, or if P's been pressed and then it's no longer scrolling, and then I play the pause sound, which is a sound I found, and then then I play the pause music, which up above was set to loop. Then else, if scrolling is true, then we of course stop that pause music, play the pause sound again because that's kind of my jump to sound, and then restart the music. Also on top of that, I created a pause message. I thought that would be kind of clean. And then also here's the states, start and stop. So anyways, let's show you what the game looks like. So here it is. Jump in. I'm gonna hit pause here. Oh, see, there you go. And it loops, of course. And let's hit P to get out. All right. 2. Now I set my bronze at 5 just so I didn't lose my mind. So you can see that pretty quickly. There we go. Now, one thing I did want to note is the Push.Lua file. So in my instance, I actually had a pretty big problem with this file, and it turns out it's because of the version of Lua that I'm running. And I figured if this affected me, this is probably going to affect a lot of other people. But what I ended up having to do was, let's see, I kept getting an error saying getPixelScale is a nil value. And it turns out it is because you're using a Lua version 0.11 or greater. And the method getPixelScale used by Push library was renamed to getDPIScale. So I actually had to go into the Push.Lua and let's see. See, getPI is no longer in there, and let's see, DPI. I just had to manually change it. I think it's in 2 spots. Yeah, 1 and 2. So just know if you're having that problem, check for this, because that was definitely an issue for me, and I had to switch it out. And I think they're just using the old notes, because if you look at this, it's all from 2017 or so, and then also kind of a scary sort of thing to see, but a to-do still in the comments, so I don't know. But yeah, it works, and that's mine. That's Griffin Myers for assignment 1. Thanks, everyone.